Hello everyone and welcome back to my Fire Emblem Warriors 3 host Let's Play. The last time we probably did a mission. Oops, it's been a bit since I recorded again. Whoops. Hope you didn't hear that. Anyway, now it's time to talk to everyone again and definitely not read all that. You can go to Kratos' streams. He reads that actually. I don't. I do not have the attention span to read. Anyway, today we're gonna just talk to everyone, and also as you can see I already did the training and the activities off screen, so we have a few supports. But later. Let's first talk to people. I'd been so curious to find out what the boy had been plotting. But I never would have guessed he'd team up with Irvin. The two of them usually fight like cats and dogs. Oh, Irvin is Count Gloucester, little Lawrence's father.
Jeez.
All things considered, they might be a good match for each other. They both have a penchant for cooking up cunning strategies. What is he cooking indeed? Oh yeah, Alvor kind of ignored you. Whoops. It's a habit. Circumstances dictate how people act. As such, I believe things are about to get much more difficult for you. Though perhaps that will be a welcome change for a mercenary of your caliber. You will undoubtedly face the Ashen Demon again. I do hope you'll emerge victorious this time. I don't know, does he keep saying the same things over and over in each route? Things I don't remember, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell, honestly. Hi. Claude's plan has given us a glimmer of hope. But the idea of annihilating the Imperial army is just so... Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. We know people on the other side, so it would be a hard victory to celebrate. I do not want to kill Ferdy. I keep saying that, but it's true. I do not want to kill him. I also don't want to kill Hubert, but that's... yeah.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. I hope we can convince them to surrender. I mean, I don't know. Does Ferdy seem like the type to surrender? Not really, but then again, he is technically recruitable in 3 houses, but I guess every student except for the house leaders and the, well, second in commands are recruitable, so I don't know if that counts much for that game.
Excuse me.
The enemy army's general in our last battle was the heir of the Empire's Prime Minister, Duke Eyre. I did not read that correctly. Rumor has it that Duke Eyre lost his position after clashing with the current Emperor. Do you think the Duke's heir was sent to the front lines instead of being condemned with his father? I mean, yeah, he's 30. He's honorable. He's noble. He, like, wants to help Edelgard. And his boyfriend Hubert. I mean, I think it's just very funny because Hubert is like, yeah, I don't care for Ferdinand. I only care for the Empire. But then he is like, pays freaking... Gerald's mercenaries out of his own pocket to send after Ferdinand because he quote-unquote doesn't trust him, but let's be honest, he's just worried about him. He's just, he just doesn't want him to die. That's just, yeah.
By the way.
So the tide has turned in our favor. Wonderful. Keep it up so we can continue trading safely, yeah? Sure. Oh my god, it's the best character in the game.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. I'm actually from the Empire, and my family still lives there, but please don't hold back on my account. My father's a tradesman in town, so the war shouldn't affect him.
Actually...
And my little brother's in the Imperial Army, but I doubt I'll ever have to fight him. After all, I won't be seeing much of the battlefield since I've got to guard this gate. Well, boy, do I have news for you. Also, this would be actually pretty bad. Imagine the one episode where I'm actually gonna use him, which is gonna be way later because his level is like level 60 right now. And like we actually fight his brother. That would be an oof. But yeah, I doubt we're actually gonna find out who his brother is. He's probably just an unnamed unit, but let's pretend that in however many parts, whenever we play as him, that we kill his brother by his own hand. Now that would be a big oof. Ignatz.
Excellent.
I'm so relieved House Gloucester joined the alliance. If they'd stayed with the Empire, we would have had to face Count Gloucester in battle. Yeah, I'm glad it didn't come to that. Though you never know what'll happen in the future.
What?
Please don't say such things. That's like asking for something bad to happen, he says with a smile. Oh, I thought that was a person I could talk to. Oh yeah, I just realized I did an oopsie because I leveled up everyone's like, you know, whoops, ability slots, but I did not put abilities in, so that's a rip, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I just need to remember that. It's been some 100 years since Daedalus saw battle.
I would appreciate
I never want to set eyes on the Imperial Army again. Drive them out for good, would you? I mean, I can do that, but I don't need to kill them to do that, right? 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 Hi, Balthus.
Okay, so
I had my reasons for working with the Empire, but I'm originally from Leicester. I've got a half-brother here, not to mention friends and some other people I'm indebted to, so I'm glad things worked out this way. Oh, that's nice.
Hey!
Are those people you know in this army?
right.
Yeah, Holtz and I have been buddies since we were kids. I'd rather not have to tangle with them. As for the people I'm indebted to, I've seen their daughter around here, but not them. Anyway, I'm officially fighting for the Alliance now, so I hope we'll have each other's backs. I actually don't know who he's talking about. That daughter? You're talking about... No. Well, Hilda... It couldn't be Hilda, considering he would have to know her. Yeah, I don't know, actually. That's a blind spot even for me on Fire Emblem Three Houses lore. Count Claude. Claude and Count Gloucester plan what would happen at the Great Bridge of Murden in advance.
How tragic.
My father had little choice but to follow the Count's lead. House Ardelia has always been at the mercy of other nobles or the Empire. I wonder when my father will be able to live in peace. Oh. Poor Lysithia and her family. That's a big rip, man.
Have you need of me?
I'm from Baron Albrecht's household. They're a minor noble family in the western part of Edmund territory. Since they are so removed from the front lines, the lady of the house is acting like the war doesn't affect her. But this crisis has greatly pained the young Baron. Incidentally, the mercenary that recently joined the army is... actually, never mind. Oh. So I guess... Okay, so my first thought was that he was indebted to Marianne. Well, not Marianne, but her family, so... Is that it? Basically? Or do they mean, like, from the house... Wait, Albrecht. Yeah, right. Isn't his name Albrecht? I am bamboozling things, but at least I'm not bamboozling things as hard as Kratos, like... I'm so sorry, this is like really no context, but... Okay, like, from the point of this episode, Kratos just did his, tier 4 stream of Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Hopes yesterday. And, like, he's playing the Black Eagle's Rod. And... calling Bridget a cold place, forgetting that Bernadetta literally hates her father. I'm like, what is this? What is even going on? Not knowing that Hubert likes coffee. I mean, okay, this is more of a, like, hidden thing, but especially the Bernadetta thing. I'm like, that's literally her entire backstory. That her father was abusive to her. How could you forget? And now I'm complaining in my own part. If you're also a certified Kratos hater, just leave your hate for him in my comment section. Go ahead. I will heart every comment. We're gonna corner the enemy so they can't escape and then smash them. But they're gonna do whatever they can to get away. So it'll be a challenge to run them all up. I'm a big and burly type, you know. Dashing around isn't my strong suit. Oh, but Lawrence's dad is gonna be roughing them up too, right? That'll be a huge help. Indeed. Wait, whom's just down here? Or probably Leonie, right? Yeah, I saw you earlier.
Oh yeah.
I've heard rumors the Imperial Army recently hired some famous mercenary companies. And apparently one of them is already in Leicester. We could end up facing them at some point. Ask if she knows anyone in those companies.
Hey!
So, do you know someone in those companies or something? Hard to say. I haven't found out which ones the Emperor hired yet. I wonder if it's... Nah, never mind. Just talking to myself, forget it. It is exactly them. It is exactly who you're thinking about. Hi, Shamir. Whoops. I better know why Claude didn't tell us his plan. He didn't fully believe Count Gloucester would come through. Though he probably had a backup scheme in case that one failed. Well. Don't you think? I mean, yeah, it's Claude who we're talking about. He wouldn't just wing things, right? right? I heard you fought Ferdinand in Daedru. To be perfectly honest, he is much more suited to defense than offense, but I imagine he volunteered himself to lead the army. I mean, makes sense, because he's usually, like, in charge of defending the Great Bridge of Merlin. Yeah, probably.
Let's see.
Yeah, could be. His attacks felt desperate somehow. That's not really a question of being unsuited to offense, though. I think the Emperor simply indulged her friend's request. Yeah. I mean, probably he just annoyed her to death, and she was like, well... that's one way to get rid of Ferdinand. Oh no.
You busy?
Taking out the entire... the remaining Imperial troops in Leicester shouldn't be too tough. But if Count Burgley's launched an attack as well, we might not be able to fend him off. People say he's killed a bear with nothing but his 2 hands. That's how strong he is. Yeah, he's a machine, man. You do be a machine. Hi, Lawrence. It is utterly disgraceful that I could not discern my father's plot with Claude. That they carried on was keeping me in the dark, fills me with such sense of emptiness. Oof. I hate these options between competent and encourage him. I feel like those always feel like the same, but in a different way, and sometimes one is right and sometimes the other.
You sure?
Yeah. We weren't the only one. None of us knew. That's why they succeeded.
I see.
True as that may be, I cannot help but feel my father has yet to recognize my capabilities. Poor Lawrence, man. That was a dick move, not gonna lie. I vowed to get revenge on the Empire before Alliance. The Alliance was crushed once and for all. Why can I not read? But now we're in a position to completely turn the tables. I can't believe it. Our leader is something else. Indeed. He is the leader. Speaking of him.
Hey there.
I know everyone's exhausted, but it all comes down to this moment. Will we be able to subdue the Imperial Army in our borders before Count Burgles makes a move on the bridge?
I'm counting on you.
There's not a moment to lose. I'm counting on you, Simon. Yeah.
Right on.
I won't let you down. This is exactly what you hired me for, and I'm gonna see this job through.
Thanks.
Ha! Just what I wanted to hear. I'm glad you're with us. Yeah. This time around, the Golden Deer can actually, like, do something. Guess I'm gonna talk to the random person first. You. People have terrible habit of treating the 3 houses on the western edge of Leicester as if they were the same. However, their internal affairs couldn't be more different, largely because of their specific locations. House Burgundy must follow Count Gloucester in everything they do.
It's like this.
Whereas my house is not as beholden to him because we border Death Knot territory. Good for you, I guess. Good for him. Doom, doom. Oh, you too. Father's concerned for you, dear sister. Why not leave the rest to me and run along home?
Oh no.
And no, I'm not ditching everyone just so I can be saved. I never thought I'd hear you say such a thing. It warms my heart to know you've found such good comrades. Besides, I won't be in any danger if you're on the battlefield too, right?
I see.
And that's right. No matter how many enemies descend upon us, I won't let anyone lay a finger on you. Now I feel awkward. Yeah. You two are so close. I'm actually kinda jealous. I don't have any siblings myself. Then allow me to become your surrogate older brother, though Hilda will always be my first priority. Oh my god. Yeah, I wouldn't take him up on that offer. He's handy to have around, but he's also a huge pain. In any case, Hilda, remember not to take my presence in battle as an invitation to be reckless. Yeah, trust me, I'm pretty risk-averse. Oh my god, he's my older brother now. That's so nice of him. So, Claude, I'm gonna stand right next to you because now we've got some supports to watch. And, yes. Standing right next to my body. So I got a few of them, actually. I don't think, yeah, that one's locked. Me taking care of, the ones I think are gonna be locked. Whoops. Me struggling with the menu.
I will need to settle this matter post-haste.
Hey, Lawrence. What's wrong? If that frown was any lower, it'd be falling off your face.
Ah, hello, Hilda.
Have you been sleeping enough? Your body can't survive off grumbling and worry, you know.
I appreciate the concern, but I'm afraid I have no choice in the matter. Between the two of us, it appears as though my father is preparing to pass down the title of Count to me. As such, I must find a suitable partner to be my wife. It is an issue of utmost urgency.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot. Is that why you look so crabby? I don't know, though. I don't think you need to worry. I'm sure you'll find the right person in no time.
If only I had your confidence. The conditions for marrying into the distinguished House Gloucester are quite strict indeed. My partner must not only be willing to live alongside me as a proud noble, but share in the responsibilities that house leadership entails. I hope I can find such an ideal woman. But how is the situation in House Goneril?
My house?
Your father has chosen Holst to carry on the family name, has he not? He will soon receive the title to the house, if that is to go by. I was simply wondering what course of action you were planning to take once that happens.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the stuff my brother's up to doesn't really have much to do with me. If I had to pick, maybe I'd go traveling? I've always wanted to see the world. I'll go all over the place, taking in the sights, eating the best food Fódlan has to offer. Obviously not till the war's over and everything's cooled off, though.
Traveling, Quite an unexpected answer. Though I must say, earning permission from your father or Holst will be no easy feat. Grand adventures such as those are fraught with danger at every turn. I can only imagine the perils you might face with disease or scornful local lords. If you'd like my opinion, I believe settling down and pursuing a life of leisure much better suits your carefree personality.
Maybe, but there's a time and place for everything, you know? I can travel first, then spend my days relaxing later. And besides, Holst and my dad both spoil me rotten, so I don't think convincing them's going to be too big a deal. Oh, but I probably shouldn't go anywhere that gets too hot or too cold. Extremes aren't really my thing.
In that case, I know the prime location. There is a wonderful little place within Leicester borders, with boundless forests and crystal blue rivers and the most exquisitely comfortable climate. It's also rather close to Goneril territory, so your family will be able to rest at ease.
Let me guess. Is it Gloucester?
You're quick to catch on. It is one and the same, Hilda.
Thought so. I guess I wouldn't mind adding it to the itinerary.
Hilda be like, yeah, maybe. Only maybe, though.
Sorry for the wait, Lawrence. So, what is it you wanted to talk about? Ooh, don't tell me. Is it about a girl?
No. I wish to discuss the consequences of your strategy at the Great Bridge of Myrden.
Oh my Claude, never change.
Oh, that. If it's an apology you want, I'll say it as many times as I need to. Both to you and your father. My plan left a cloud of treason hanging thick over the Honorable House Gloucester. I'm sorry, Lawrence.
Please, I have already accepted your apology. And besides, did my father not agree to your scheme? Luckily, my own person remains unsullied, and I will soon remedy the blemishes on my family name, you have my word.
If that's not it, then what do you want to talk about?
There is something I wish to confirm with you. A matter regarding the future of the Leicester Alliance. Can we really trust you, Claude? I have no qualms admitting that your work has freed the Alliance from a number of tight situations, and yet I have never been able to fully place my trust in you. The same is true even now. Were it as simple as choosing to believe, I would do just that. But this situation makes me uneasy. Day after day, I find myself forced to rely on a man with unclear roots and even more unclear intentions.
Your tongue's as sharp as ever, Lawrence. But I can't say I don't get where you're coming from. I wouldn't trust me either in your shoes. If I were you, I wouldn't let my loved ones touch a guy like me with a 10-foot poleaxe, let alone count on me to keep them safe.
You are quick to disparage yourself.
Yeah, maybe I took it a little far there. I mean, I'm not that bad, am I? Still, I'm not all-knowing or all-powerful like the goddess is. There's no way for me to know what the future might hold. Which means there's only one thing I can do. Stack my deck with as many cards as I can so we're ready for anything that comes our way. But on that front, the possibilities are kinda endless. No matter how many tricks I've got in my pocket, there's still this lingering worry I just can't shake. That's what I meant by not being able to trust myself. I feel like I'm constantly walking this tightrope with no clear end in sight. Lawrence? Are you even listening? If you were any quieter, I'd think you'd have died on the spot.
I am present, yes. I was just so shocked to hear you voice your anxieties that I struggled to find words. Could this be another of your schemes? What do you hope to gain by deceiving me so?
Whoa, slow down there. You're the one who brought this whole thing up, remember? Kinda rude to react like that after I go and spill my heart out to you, don't you think?
Forgive me, I seem to have lost my presence of mind entirely. I fear I may be entering a state of shock.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Poor Claude. Actually sharing like his anxieties or whatever, and Lawrence is like, what the heck are you even talking about? Oh man. I think, I don't know. I can't really place Claude in this like timeline. I feel like he's more open. And I don't know, that's maybe good. I mean, I say open while still hiding his, well, quote-unquote true identity and roots or whatever, but you know, at least he's talking about stuff. So that's nice.
Hey there, Marianne. What's up?
I can't get this poor thing to return to the stable. When I asked what was wrong, she said her stomach is in such terrible pain that she can't even take a step.
Yeah, that sounds like a real pickle.
If we could get her back to the stable, I could examine her and provide medication, but...
Step aside, Marianne. It's Raphael's time to shine. I'll get your horsey back to the stable in no time.
Yes, but, how exactly?
Easy. I'll get her onto that cart over there and push her back home.
But I highly doubt she'll be willing to get into the cart given her current state.
Ah, it's fine. Just leave it to me.
She just carrying the horse.
Good horsey. Just like that. See? It's not such a bad cart. And here we go.
He is actually lifting the horse.
Thank you very much, Raphael. I gave her medicine, so she should feel much better soon. It seems she wants to thank you as well.
Oh, you don't need to be thanking me, horsey. I'm just glad you're feeling better.
I hope this isn't rude, but I still can't believe
Yeah.
you're able to lift a horse with your bare hands.
Yeah.
Your little horsey there was just the right size to wake up my sleepy muscles. So, what was wrong with her tummy anyway?
I fear she made a snack of some rotten fruit.
Oof, that's rough.
She's always been a bit of a glutton, I'm afraid. Still, I'm surprised she went so far as to eat something she found by the side of the road.
Ah, she was just hungry and eating what was around. Trust me, I know the feeling. I've eaten a lot of weird stuff before.
Like what?
I don't know. Old hard stuff, fuzzy green stuff. Think I ate some long wriggly stuff once.
Ew, no.
Goodness me. And you weren't sick even after eating all of those bizarre things?
Nope. Oh, before the record, I only eat weird stuff when I'm really hungry.
I wish this poor horse had a stomach like yours.
Hey, if you want a strong stomach, all you gotta do is whip those gut muscles into shape. First you do 1,000 crunches, give or take. Then you wolf down as much meat as you can handle. Do that, and you'll have an iron stomach in no time. Give it a few days, and you won't even notice when you eat the weird stuff.
I'm sorry, but I really don't think that's a proper training regimen for a horse.
Oh, that's right. Horses don't eat meat.
But I'm sure she still very much appreciates your desire to help Raphael.
Oh, what'd she say now?
Yes, I see. Apparently she's feeling much better and wants to go for a run in a large open field.
See? She does want to work out. Come on, Marianne. The three of us are going running. 50 wind sprints around the field. Let's go!
Wait, I have to run wind sprints?
Poor Marianne. Rip. I would just... In her place, I would just die. I cannot run. I am sucking at that. Very much indeed.
I need to speak with you, Ignatz.
Ah! Oh, Lysithia! You gave me quite the scare there.
Do you remember last time we spoke about our parents?
When you told me how you wanted to do something for them. Yes, I remember. Does that mean there's something I can help with?
No. However, the way you acted when we spoke has been weighing on me. I got the impression you are somehow pushing yourself too far.
No, I'm not. What would make you think that?
There it is again. Something is going on with you, and I think I know just what it is. You wanted to take over the family business along with your brother, didn't you?
Huh? I mean, no. I never wanted to do that. I'm, not really suited for the life of a merchant.
Really? And yet you know so much about paintings, silverware, tea, and other kinds of merchandise. Well, it seems I have miscalculated. I thought you became a knight solely due to your family's wishes.
And you're not wrong about that. I mean, wait! That's not what I meant!
Whoops. Slipped up.
Aha! So there is something you'd rather be doing.
Well, yes.
Set your worries aside, Ignatz. I have a proposal.
You do?
Yes. You should come to Ardelia territory and get started on what you truly want to do. I can arrange for you to come and go as you please. And we may even be able to provide you with other forms of assistance as necessary.
Really? Well, I'm certainly happy to hear that, but can it wait until the war is over? I still have a job to finish as a knight. I'd feel bad for Lawrence if I just threw all of that away. I mean, he's the one who nominated me after all.
You always take your responsibilities so seriously. Do you never put yourself first?
I mean, you'll want to talk, Lysithia.
Still, I suppose that is a rather admirable trait. Very well then. I will wait until the war is over. Until then, hold on to your dreams, okay?
I will, Lysithia. And thank you. I feel like a new light is starting to shine on my life.
I don't know what will happen to Ardelia territory when the war ends. Still, if I end up a commoner, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to help him start his new merchant business. That is what he wanted to do, right?
No, but close enough, I guess. I thought that was really cute. That was cute indeed. You too.
Crivens, Leone, you're alive! I thought you went and kicked the bucket!
And I'm equally surprised to find you on the right side of the dirt. Still hunting for treasure while arrows rain down around you?
I saw you speaking with a churlish-looking man near the gate earlier, Leone.
What, him? Oh, he's just a mercenary I met a while back.
I see. Given his filthy appearance, I thought he might be a wild bandit.
Oof.
Not hardly. Although, if I'm being honest, he's more of a scavenger than a mercenary.
A scavenger?
Exactly. See, folks like him go to battlefields and loot anything worth a bit of coin that's lying around. Noble folk call them midden men, but that's a pretty lousy nickname.
I've heard tales of such people, but...
Yeah, they live in a different world from you and me. Honestly, you could probably live the rest of your life and never run into another one.
I had no idea.
Hey, don't look so glum. There's nothing wrong with not knowing about that kind of life.
Except that I wish to know more about commoners. But in order to do so, I would need to speak with all manner of different people. Leone, may I ask you something? I once read something that has stayed with me, and I wonder if you might confirm it.
Sure, hit me.
Well, one particular book stated that the cookies and cakes eaten by commoners are not sweet. But then another book claimed that commoners do not actually eat desserts at all. So, do they not eat sweets? Or are the sweets they prefer simply not honey?
Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I ate plenty of treats as a kid that weren't sweet at all.
I can't even imagine.
There's no way for most commoners to afford the sweets that nobles enjoy. So instead, we eat unsweetened treats. Might be better to call them snacks, really.
Commoner snacks?
They're probably different from what you're used to. They're hard, dry, and look kind of plain. Anyway, you make a rough dough out of whatever grains you have lying around and fry it up. It's basic, but it's filling.
So if I were to become a commoner, I would also eat these snacks. I'd never eat sweet candy again.
Well, not every commoner is forced to live on snacks. I bet you could get your hands on sweets if you were a merchant or an artisan or something. But anyway, you're a noble. Why are you worried?
I'm sorry. It was merely a hypothetical. Thank you, Leonie. You were very helpful.
Was I? Huh. Well, if you've got any other questions, feel free to fire away. Oh, and for the record, the kids in my village were always happy with whatever snacks we could get. They were simple, sure, but also good in a weird way. You should try them sometime.
A simple taste, is it? Intriguing. Maybe I should try making one of these snacks and see if Leonie wants to eat it with me.
Literally, they'll be like, well, if I end up becoming a commoner, the worst thing about that is that I will never eat sweets again. That's a rip indeed. But yeah, with that, I definitely filled the part-time. Claude. I want more supports with you, but we'll see. Not right now. Anyway, and with that, I'm gonna end the part right here. Yeah, next time I'm gonna do all the war map stuff. Well, you know how we do that around here. Skip through, just get all the stuff, and then maybe have some cutscenes in between. And maybe if we don't have too many cutscenes, also do the chapter end mission, but I doubt it. Anyway, this has been it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye!